Hey lovelies, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lena. I upload Thursdays and Fridays. I talk about life, advice based on my own personal experiences, and so much more. So if you're feeling the vibes, click subscribe, give this video a like, and don't forget to turn on the post notifications so you don't miss a single video. Now before I get into it, I do want to say that this is your trigger warning. We will be discussing the Travis Scott festival today, so please be warned. This is your warning. Exit the video now. We will be talking about death and more triggering subjects. So if you're unsure of who this Travis Scott is, he is an American rapper, best known for Astroworld 2018, one of his best albums, and having Kylie Jenner's baby. This is not a joke. Travis Scott brands himself in a way that reaches a wide, broad audience ranging from age, race, culture, etc., etc. That's just what his music does for people. I don't know why, but there is no question as to why his concerts and festivals are so big. This man has a deal with McDonald's, he's even on Fortnite, and actually when COVID hit, his festivals were just shut down, so he actually did the festival on Fortnite. It's insane. So not only does he appeal to older audiences, he does have a really young age group that he appeals to. As an artist who has such a spectrum fan base, you would think that he wouldn't invite rage, mosh pits, and danger into his vibe, into his circle, in his festivals. Why would you willingly invite danger and limit the safety when you know that there are children involved, especially? I mean, anyone involved is just crazy, but you know that you have children watching you and you know that you appeal to kids. Like, that's what you want, I'm assuming, because you volunteered. There are some artists out there, I could name a few, but I won't because I don't want to offend anybody. But there are several rap artists who do not appeal to children. And they even say this, like, hey, I'm not responsible for what your children are watching. Like, the parents should probably be involved. But Travis Scott literally appeals to children. So this whole thing just absolutely blows my mind. So just to throw a couple examples out there of how Travis inflicts and basically encourages danger to arise. Back in 2015, Travis told a crowd of people to literally attack one of the guys in the crowd because he was crowd surfing, and apparently he got a hold of Travis's shoe.
Get get him. You tried to take my shoe? You want to be a thief? Come up. Come up. Come up.
Instead of immediately calling security to escort the man out of the festival, he instead tells his crowd to attack the individual. Now, I know some of us may be thinking to ourselves, well, that's what he gets, but really? So the guy who tried to take your shoe is now about to be jumped by 50 plus people because you're encouraging it, and these people are watching you and they stand you and they will literally do anything you say to do. It's just pure disgust. Now, apparently back in 2017, there was reportedly a man paralyzed from being pushed from a third floor balcony at a Travis Scott concert. However, there was also a guy who was being encouraged by Travis, of course, to jump out of a balcony. So I guess balconies are just a thing with Travis. I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure these are two separate cases. I think with the second guy, the people in the crowd actually caught him. I'm not too sure, but I don't think it's the same guy.
I see you, bro. Are you gonna do it? Give me 18 real quick. I see you, but are you gonna do it?
clearly tell from the clip, Travis was egging it on. He was one of those annoying ass kids in school who would walk up on a fight and say, keep going, hit him in the face, hit him in the face. Like, he was that guy. We just know it at this point. I feel like they're on substances, and at concerts, people do take a drink here and there and maybe, light a what before going to turn up. But in this instance, I just don't see myself jumping off a balcony unless I'm on some sort of hardcore drug. Sorry, YouTube is like weird about words. But yeah, and obviously Travis is on substances too, because what the hell, dude? This is insane to me. I don't get why you are encouraging this. Honestly, it could have ended badly, and I don't know if it did or if it was the same guy that was paralyzed. Who knows? This is just too much for me to wrap my mind around. As we can see here, this is a pattern with Travis. He likes this, which is why I personally feel like he doesn't really want security at his shows. Like, he has to have it, but he gets the bare minimum because he likes to rage and he likes to encourage it at his shows. Specifically with this past concert, security was a big issue. And actually, the president of Houston Professional Firefighters Association said that the district fire chief was denied access to the venue twice prior to the event. So he was explaining that it is normal for them to go in, I guess kind of look around, make sure that everything is safe so that they can continue to have the concert or the party or whatever is supposed to come, And that makes perfect sense to me. But apparently the chief was told by the security, Travis Scott's security, that he was not able to come in, not even to scope the area out. So that's a red flag. So he's like, all right, well, I would like to speak with the security above you. So Travis's top security tells the chief, nah, you can't come in here. That's two red flags. Like, that's not okay. And they were telling, Travis, we don't think this is safe. We don't think this should go on. There was a thing about the water fountains. It was a 3-hour-long wait just to refill your water bottle. Children are like, fuck that. I'm finna go back out there, get dehydrated, and pass the fuck out. So that's how a lot of the passing out even started. Just large crowds, people have anxiety, people are dehydrated, everyone's getting closer and closer to the stage because Travis obviously loves mosh pits. It's just a shit show. Clearly, Travis has the ability to control a crowd, which would be great if he encouraged them to look after the person next to them, help the children, look after the children, look after the females, be humane, actually care about others, even if you don't know them. This world is becoming so evil. I just don't get it. Fans were in the crowd telling Travis, please stop the show, please, please, please stop. People are dying like right beside me. They're turning blue type of shit. Like, this is crazy, serious. We need to stop the show. People are hollering and yelling at him, pointing at him, making big gestures, and he just keeps going, fucking chanting his chants, which also creeped me out, which I'll get into later. And there's a lot of going back and forth in the media. Travis Scott stands fans saying that he couldn't see people, which is kind of debunked now because Travis is, a pretty decent height kind of guy, and he was standing on a pedestal looking down. It wasn't like he was just flat on the stage with the stage lights hitting him right in the eyes. I'm not saying that the lights weren't bright, and I've personally been on a professional stage performing in theater, being right there, not being able to see past the front row, if you could even see the front row. That is a real thing. And what people don't understand is he was looking down. The people who were crying to him for him to stop the show, like a complete stop, he saw them. He did see them. And it's just insane. And the fact that he kept going with his chanting, it just literally gives me chills. It freaks me the fuck out. He just goes like, it's lit, yeah. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? There are people turning blue in front of your face. Like, oh my God. Y'all, this shit literally gives me chills, which brings me to my next point where there's a lot of conspiracies going on about, was this a ritual? Was this planned? And I'm going to just give you guys my 2 cents. Of course it was planned. We already know this is a pattern with Travis. So whether or not he was like, oh yes, I'm going to just stand there this time and let people drown and let them die. That might have not been what was going through his brain. But he definitely just stood there, let people just drown in the crowd, people fucking falling and getting trampled on. It's just a big fiasco. This is a thing with you, like you enjoy this, so why not keep singing? Why not keep the show going when you see people that are turning blue right in front of your eyes? I don't know. And a ritual, I heard something about how it's broadcasted and like put out there. See you on the other side. Like that was kind of like the branding for all of this. See you on the other side. The other side of what, bitch? Because I don't want to see what the other side is for you. I'm going to keep my happy ass here. I don't want to see the other side. I don't want to. I don't want to, okay, Travis? I have no desire to go to any of his festivals or concerts now. I never really did to begin with, but now it's just, people go there wanting to have fun and they end up dying. They end up dying. Yeah, welcome to the other side, bitch. There is a 9-year-old in a medically induced coma because of this festival, because of the horrid shit that went down at that festival. Could you imagine the parents, the pain? There's currently 9 confirmed deaths, the latest being Bahardi Sahani. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. She was 22 years old. She was an A&M University student, so she was in college, living her best life. She just wanted to be, at this concert, at this festival. It was her very first one, and she was with her cousin and her younger sister. So as you can imagine, they're just, going out, having fun, having a blast, assuming they're going to make it home, and then Bahardi dies. She literally died at her very first music festival. How fucking tragic, traumatizing, horrid, the true horrors of going to a Travis Scott show. Y'all, please just take a second. Please send your prayers to the families, to the people who watched people die around them. There's people saying that Travis is not to blame, it's not his fault. Well, even if you really, just giving you the benefit of the doubt, couldn't see those people crying for help, it is your fault because you have the mic, you have control. Clearly, we've seen you control a crowd, and you should have known that it was a problem when people were rushing to the stage. You should have sat there and said, stop, take a break, get some water, calm things down a bit, but you refused to do so. So what are we going to do with this, you guys? Is he going to get arrested again? I mean, he's already been charged a few times, actually, at his own concerts, inciting riots, disorderly conduct, endangering welfare of a minor. Clearly, arresting this guy is not helping the situation. Are y'all going to cancel him? What is it going to take? And to think this man has a child, I don't know. This may not have anything to do with how he treats his own, but seriously, if you can encourage rage with other children, it has to correlate somehow. I'm sorry. Kylie, please do better. This is not the man for you. We need to have an intervention on this man because apparently it's just coming to that point. Like, he needs a serious consequence. Something has got to give here. Moral of the story, stan culture is dangerous. We need to stop idolizing celebrities. They are normal, just like you and I. They just happen to be talented and make more money. It's getting to a point where I just want the music industry to shut down. Like, what is happening? What is this? We really need to stick together and look out for our own. Stop listening to a fool who's literally on DRUGS's as we speak. Travis did come out with an apology, I guess. I'm not going to insert it here because it was a jackass apology. I'm not even going to accept it, honestly. You can look it up on your own terms if you'd like to, but I've got to go to bed, y'all. It is 1 a.m. I was trying to get this uploaded for y'all yesterday, but it just didn't happen. I could go on and on about this for hours, but let me know what y'all think. Let me know down below. I'm not afraid to take criticism. Please, please, please stay safe, y'all. Be blessed, okay? I'm sorry, that phrase is hilarious to me. If you haven't seen my coworker from hell video, go watch it. You'll find out why. But yeah, until next time, my lovelies, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.